Good afternoon and welcome to the Media News. I am Kayode Adebayo. Nigerians in the Federal Capital Territory are struggling to locate the sales point for the 40,000 naira subsidized rice that was officially launched by the federal government. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, flagged off the sale of 30,000 metric tons of milled rice at a subsidized rate of 40,000 naira per 50 kilogram bag in Abuja. Senator Kyari revealed that the initiative is driven by the commitment of President Bola Tinubu to ensuring that Nigerians do not go to bed hungry. He acknowledged the various challenges contributing to the current high cost of food in the country, including the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, climate change, and local economic factors. He assured the public that the government has put in place mechanisms to ensure transparency and the smooth sale of the subsidized rice. He urged citizens to cooperate with government agencies to make the initiative successful, stating that the rice sales will follow a one-person, one-bag policy. Meanwhile, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, has refuted reports suggesting an increase in the value-added tax rate from 7.5% to 10%. He said in a statement that the VAT rate remains unchanged at 7.5% as stipulated in the nation's tax laws. Mr. Edun affirmed that the current VAT rate is 7.5% and that is what the government is charging on a spectrum of goods and services to which the tax is applicable, adding that neither the federal government nor any of its agencies will act contrary to what the law stipulates. He further explained the importance of maintaining a balanced tax system, emphasizing that Nigeria's tax framework is built on three key pillars: tax policy, tax laws, and tax administration. He also highlighted recent government initiatives to ease the financial burden on citizens, particularly regarding the food imports. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Adeleke, has hailed the $1 billion new iron ore to steel project planned for Kogi State as a breakthrough for the federal government value addition policy. According to a statement signed by Special Assistant to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Segun Tomori, Dr. Adeleke pledged the cooperation of the federal government with the promoters to ensure the delivery of the project. He said the federal government has reversed the pit-to-port policy, under which mining companies exported raw minerals to extraction with local value addition, which is the best guarantee of jobs for the youth, scale transfer, and better balance of trade between the country and our trading partners. Dr. Adeleke noted that applicants for licenses to mine must disclose plans for processing the raw materials as part of the conditions for approval to promote local value addition. Nigeria and China have signed a $3.3 billion deal to develop the Brass Industrial Park and Methanol Complex in Bayelsa State. The Director of Information and Public Relations of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Mr. Mohammed Manga, disclosed that the deal was signed on the sidelines of Africa-China Conference in Beijing. Mr. Manga said the transformative project is expected to significantly boost Nigeria's industrial output and generate vital employment opportunities. The director described the deal as a reaffirmation of the two nations' commitment to deepening economic cooperation, strengthening bilateral ties, and fostering sustainable development. He added that the inaugural China-Nigeria Economic Cooperation and the trade conference held alongside the 2024 Forum on China-Africa Cooperation has set the stage for unprecedented collaboration and growth between the two countries. The Dangote refinery may resort to exporting its premium motor spirit, petrol, following the refusal of Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to be the sole buyer of its products. In a statement by the NNPC spokesman Olufemi Shoneye said, it will not buy Dangote fuel unless it is cheaper than that of the international market, which is contrary to claims by the president of the Dangote Group, Adeleke Dangote, that the refinery is waiting for the NNPC to roll out its product. The company was reacting to a press release by the Muslim Rights Concern, which claimed that the Dangote refinery is being undermined by the NNPC. Morik, stated that recent changes to the pump price of petrol by the NNPC will prevent the refinery from offering lower prices, and that the corporation has become the sole off-taker of all products from the refinery. While responding, the NNPC said the pricing of petroleum products from any refinery, including Dangote Refinery Limited, is determined by global market forces. The NNPC also declared that Dangote and other domestic refineries are free to sell directly to any marketer, adding that it has no intention to become the distributor for any entity in a free market environment. Now to sports. Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong has insisted that the Super Eagles are in Kigali to beat the Amavubi of Rwanda. The Super Eagles started its 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying campaign with a 3-0 victory over the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. The three-time African champions will take on Rwanda at the Amahoro Stadium, Kigali, tomorrow. Troost-Ekong reckoned the game will be difficult, but is adamant that the Super Eagles have what it takes to emerge victorious. He said that the team's target is 3 points and has advised his teammate on the imperative of going hard for it from the first blast of the referee's whistle. Now, on the foreign scene, the newly re-elected Algerian president, Abdelmadjid Tebboune, has joined his two challengers in criticizing the poll results after he was declared a winner with 94.7% of the vote. President Tebboune outpaced his two opponents, Islamist Abdelali Sherif, who received only 3.2%, and Socialist Yusuf Al-Chichi, who got just 2.2%. The three presidential candidates jointly issued a statement accusing the country's electoral chairman of announcing contradictory figures. Reports say the election authority had said there was a 48% voter turnout when the polls closed. However, it later revised this down to just 5.6 million of the country's roughly 24 million voters, equivalent to less than 1 in 4. According to reports, the claims of irregularities marked what had earlier appeared to be a landslide victory for the 78-year-old head of state. Now, still on the foreign scene, a plane with 48 people aboard has skidded off the runway in Indonesia's remote eastern region of Papua, injuring several passengers. In a statement by local police chief Adrian Achayo, everybody on board who survived the plane crash has been taken to a hospital for a health checkup. According to the police authorities, the Southeast Asian archipelago has a poor aviation safety record, and Papua is covered in mountainous terrain where flying is hampered by frequent poor weather. Findings reveal that the ATR-42 aircraft belonging to Trigana Air took off from an airport in the remote Yapen Highlands Regency to Papuan capital Jayapura when it skidded off the runway. The police chief said investigation is underway to unravel the cause and prevent future disaster. Indonesia relies heavily on air transport to connect its thousands of islands, but Papua is a particularly difficult area to reach. And that ends the midday news on OSBC TV. The bulletin was edited by Michael Adeniyi. Please join us at 3 for the state news. Good afternoon.